let's get started right now with this little tree. I know you can see the designer tree behind me, and I know you want to go over there and you want to take a look at everything that is there, but we're going to take a look at this little tree first. We've got some glass ornaments here that happen to be the fox and the reindeer, and they're just really, really cute glass ornaments. You can see their personality. But this is something that has that general broad appeal. That's what we were talking about why this is a classic collection. It has that coziness. It has that comfort level. These beautiful bronze colors. And we've got that trending little bit of gold. We keep talking about that warmth, that buttery gold color that we blend into every one of these collections. You're going to see that across these ornaments on this cute little tree that we put here in Home for the Holidays. We got two. We got the full 9-foot designer tree, and then we've got this little 5-footer. The other thing that I want to point out here on this tree that's really, really important and classic is bells. And the old world bell look is something that is trending upward. We've had our first couple of sets that came in last season. You want to make sure you're going to get some bells with some kind of a clanker. Some of them are metal, some of them are going to be wooden, but this is a look. This right here is a trending item that has been going up for us. It started last year, and then we have it in about 6 different collections this year. Almost all of our old world bells are metals. Some of them do have an enamel finish on them. A lot of them have this rustic look or this weathered look for them. When you're buying bells, this is something you're going to want to look for. Make sure the inside of your bell looks good too. Okay, so make sure that when you're checking, you want to make sure that wherever you're hanging this or you're placing in wreaths or you're putting it on your tree, that there will be customers that will see that for the inside of the bell. So make sure you're taking a look at that. Gorgeous little metals here. Everything has that little bit more aged look, but definitely that warmth and color and that golden tone here in this collection for Home for the Holidays. I love this little tree. I could just pick this little tree up and take this in and just sit it down, and I'd be perfectly happy with the little jingle bells and the whole package. We're going to look here real quick at this shelf topper that's got some brand new laser cuts that were coming on some wooden stands, and it also has some new votives that we have. If we look at the shelf topper up above, we've got some wired snowflakes. These are metal and they are covered with the jute. And so that gives us a lot of dimension and look, and they are going to be in a couple of different sizes for us. The other one that's really hot, and I've already seen customers coming in, they walk over and they touch this one. They're just drawn to that nice red color of the jingle bells and that star pattern. It looks a little bit rustic. I mean, it's got that appeal, but it also brings that red for the holiday into focus. As we slide down, we're going to see those icons in metal that are on stands. We have a couple different ones. We have the trees, and of course we have the deer. These are something that have been trending for a couple of years, having your sculpts or your laser cut metal pieces mounted on a wooden block. The votives are in style. These are have the pine trees. We are showing these 2 different ways on this shelf. This is the warm tea light with the orange glow. We did place the Fia Flame, the medium size, in the bright white for holiday in this look. Now, not all candle holders and not all votives appeal the same to everyone at Christmas time. Some people like to have the bright, bright white, and some people like to have that warm orange glow. We wanted to make sure that you were able to see both of those this morning. As we drop down, we have some more candle holders here with our Fia wick pillars. Nice scenes along the side. This one in the back has the snowman with the little pocket windows. I just want to make sure that you get to see that. Here's some little birdies that we have. Now, here's what's appealing here about these birdies. Again, we're looking at those golden tones. And so we've got the golden tones across the feathers and on their little earmuffs and hats. That's going to carry across no matter what collection that we're going to be looking for. There's a couple of different things that we have available for you in the natural woods. Let's talk about this really large piece on this center table. If you're looking for something that makes a statement in your store, this is a nice sturdy piece. It has those nice long lines, but it is a rustic wood piece. But look at the height. So as you're building your display in the middle of your store, you're trying to draw the interest of your customer, and maybe even in your front windows or your display windows. This is a very nice piece to do that. Our other friends here are very nice focal points, and they happen to be these deer. These are very nice looking woodland deer. We usually have some deer that come in gold, and we have those in frosted champagne, but the fact that these have the tawny browns, they're very natural looking and very lifelike. So the eyes on these deer, incredibly lifelike, but good size. So again, we're looking at large focal piece sculpts that you can work with to build your display. You're going to find those in Home for the Holidays. Then hanging here on the edge, and I want to show you these here and on our designer tree because this is our second set of old world bells that are here in this collection. This one's got a clank of metal. And so we've got some metal here. I'm going to pick it up. Looks good on the inside too, so where we're hanging it. But this nice leather piece that we're hanging it off of, just really nice. And then this larger one has the wooden clank. Sounds a little different. I did have a customer come in and tell me, when you touch the wind chimes or the bells, would you please let me know what it sounds like? And so that's for you. We are seeing some other things here in this collection that are resonating with our customers, including the natural wood look. So not just the rustic that's over on that other table, but the smooth contemporary but natural wood look that we see here in this tray that is a tree shape. And then we have this one that's got a little bit more of a lip on the outside. And so there's a little bit more of an inlay for this piece, but all natural woods, but very contemporary. These are nice and smooth as opposed to the rustic that we see over on the table. We're just going to look at some more of the new products that are coming across. You can see the appeal, right? I mean, the appeal is just immediate. You look at it, you go, okay, I love the greens. I love the textures. I love the quilting pattern. We got the classic star pattern here on the stocking. We have that on a couple of different pillows. We also have it on the Dolomite planters. And so that kind of home coziness feel is what's pulling this collection together. I do want to take a look up here at the top. We have those shiny ball ornaments. We were just talking about these in Merry and Bright because they have a blue, a green, and a brighter red. But what's trending about those translucent glass ball ornaments, two sizes, and you can put them together just like they're shown here, pair them right on up. But the fact that they're super shiny, it's the super shiny finish on the outside of these glass ornaments that is making those trend. That's something that is hot, hot, hot right now. And again, the other old world bells. So if you're wondering, well, what do I do with my bells? Do I just hang them? Do I put them on the shelf topper? Do I put them inside of my tree? The answer is yes, yes, and yes. You can put them on all of those places. A lot of people like to put them on banisters. They like to put clusters together. They even mix the different looks of the bells and put them together in clusters 3 or 5. We also know that people put them on their front doors. And so if you're looking for other things that you can create inside of your store custom for your customers, combining different custom ribbons for your customer with those bells is a really good idea. And here we are. This is what you really, really want from me, right? You want to take a look at this designer tree, and it's a beauty. There's no doubt. From the top all the way down to the bottom, I can just work my way around and see lots and lots of ornaments that I like. This nice metal look here, this nice iron heavy metal look. It looks heavy, but it is not. So we've got the rocking horse and we have the ice skate in that type of a finish. We have some glass ornaments that have botanicals encased inside of the glass. Isn't that pretty? So that's a real botanical inside of that glass. Now we talked about, especially over in Blueberry Woods, the new trending disc ornaments. So no longer are the disc ornaments just round or square with an icon on the top. So this sheep is actually cut out to the size of the sheep, and it is an envelope shape. So it's got the depth there, has a nice enamel finish front and back. And we have these ornaments here in this collection as well as over in Blueberry Woods. So that is something that is new. That's a new twist on an old favorite. So if you've been a disc ornament buyer for a long time, you kind of know what I'm talking about. This is kind of our classic pattern. This one just happens to have a nice little hen. She's probably making some nice eggs for Christmas dinner, I'm thinking, sitting on her little nest. Here's the sister to that one, and has a nice little barn. And oh, look, some little galoshes out there and a few little trees. Very nice disc ornament, edged in red on that one. And then, you know, you're going to also see some touchy-feely things here. Comfort comes into play. So we're looking at this nice burlap that has a nice texture here, but this woven ornament. Now these come in some different shapes. There's some trees, and there are 3 of the little trees, and then there's different size ball ornaments with this woven look. We also have these ball ornaments with some seeds on them, and I'm going to look for that for you. But here's the little tree, and these come in 3 different shades. I'm going to part this real quick for you, Shelly, so we can see our danglers. We'll make the noise too. Sounds nice and charming. But this is our sheep. And we have another one on the tree. I'll be looking for that one for you down here at the bottom. And we have our horned cow. He sounds a little bit different than the sheep, but our dangle legs, and they are actually bells. Cute little bells for the holiday. Everything here is charming. You do want to touch it. This is a nice woven ribbon here across the top. When I do touch it, I can feel the stitching here across the actual evergreen. But then this one, you feel it. Every little piece of it, it just has a good touch to it, a good feel to it for the fabric. Not quite a burlap, not quite that strong. This I always love because it, it just gives you that look of leather. Just gives you the idea of being, on the ranch. A little bit of that Yellowstone-ish kind of look that we've had in the last few years. I want to make sure that you do get to see this nice sculpt that we have in here with our deer, with its black antlers. Really makes a statement here on the tree. And we haven't talked about it, but they're right here. Front and center are these wooden stars. And look at the jute hanger of rope and the hanger that comes with these stars. These are a very nice piece. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it a couple of different times. The air is on back here too, so I feel like whenever I touch something, it may get away from me a little bit, but as you touch it, it really starts to move for you nicely. And we move around, and you can see all the natural wood there, but these are a nice statement piece for these stars that are available to you. And I grabbed another disc ornament there in the back. I'm loving this tree. It is definitely very comfortable. The ornaments here have that natural influence to them, but also the softness and the touch and the texture. And so you feel like you can walk up to each one of these ornaments and you can touch them, and they're all going to have their own particular texture to them. Same with the moose. So we've got a moose here. I want to come over here and touch him. Usually when we see flocked surfaces, we're seeing snow, but that's not the case this year. We're seeing this nice velvet feel on the flocked sculpts that we have brought in, and nice design shape. Nice smooth lines for the deer that are available to you. Pretty gorgeous here in home for the holidays. But this is the cozy, the casual, but it is the look that a lot of our customers are looking for. This is the kind of thing that our regulars that come in season after season are looking to buy from us.